Hello guys, my name is Suka. Today I present my teammates Liza Zingoteri, Tamri Sanadze and Mariam Joladze. And our team thinks that artificial intelligence should not be allowed to gather personal information for its development. So first of all, to start with, us humans, I think we all agree upon the fact that as humans we all want to make our lives a lot easier, to save more time, to save more money, and to have more free time to do more fun stuff for ourselves. And it is no doubt that artificial intelligence was made to do that. So artificial intelligence, theoretically and by idea, is really a very nice thing, because it doesn't only just collect our personal information, but it collects it for a special reason, for a purpose, to make our lives a lot easier. And I think it is nonsense to kind of argue about the fact that artificial intelligence should not gather our information at all, which means that it should not make our lives a lot easier, so the way it is today. So then comes the question, what are we arguing about? What is this whole debate for? And I think if we take example of our teams, we try to prove, and we mostly think that the information should not be gathered, while another team proves and tries to prove that information should be gathered. But I think in our case, for us and for our good, we also try to find a golden mean, which means that we do not completely say that no, it should be disallowed or this should be allowed, but we should find some norms which will lower the risks to its maximum, and which means that it will raise our safety to its maximum as well. So the result is that we'll have more safety, less risks, and the result will be same. I think from our point of view it is quite easy to discuss this topic, to think of arguments, to think of counter arguments, and to simply talk about it theoretically. But if we think about how much personal information we have in our social media, in our phones, in our computers, what are the pictures we have, what are the text messages we have sent, the card numbers we have typed in Amazon or other online websites to buy things online, then we might look at it in more of a serious way. And I think when it touches our personal lives, we all will be on the side that it should be restricted, and it should not be fully let, and it should not be fully open to our personal information, open to see our personal information. So I have viewed videos of our opposing team, and I still think that we both would agree upon the fact that safety is our number one priority. So then comes the question, how can we have the safety to its maximum level? If the connection and this relationship was just between me as a user and artificial intelligence, I think things would be a lot finer than it is today, because today we have a third part, which mostly could be the people who could hack our personal information. And this third part ruins everything. It ruins the trust between me and this artificial intelligence or specific companies, and it ruins again the safety we have for our personal information. So the problem I think we all agree we face is the third part, so the people who can take control over our information. So considering the opposing team's ideas, I think we would also agree upon the fact that the third part I was talking about is the first problem we need to solve. We need to take care of this third part, which again, as I have mentioned, ruins everything between me and the companies and the artificial intelligence. So the thing is that, to kind of get it more wrapped up right now, I think as long as company and I personally see a little risk of my personal information being shared with others and being used against me, I think it should be totally band together my personal information. But as long as the companies would make sure that it is 100% safe and it is double and triple checked, that no third or fourth part would get into my information and share it against me or against my personal views, I think in that case we're all fine, and we all would agree that it can be shared as long as we have the safety insured. And if we don't, it should not be shared. I think it's pretty obvious. So it took me quite while. Ice has already melted. I wish you all the best health, and I think we'll get over with Corona really soon.